So I'm back to do air signs for November, and that would be Sun, Moon, Rising, and air signs. Gemini. Why can't I remember this? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so I will just preface the entire video because this is the last one that I'm filming, and so far the messages have been clear across the entire thing. So just go check out all of them. And and then also go do the exercise with the ancestors that I posted because it'll just make more sense because that's basically what's happening here. So la la la. We'll just I'll just cut to the chase because I already know what's happening. I'm on to this November reading, and I might as well have just mushed this all into one. But anyway, let's just go ahead and clear the slate. Having said that, we're brushing that all away and we're starting fresh. Look at that. Beautiful. We're starting fresh and we're going to go ahead and pull from these beauties. So, oh my goodness, enough. Half the deck keeps falling out of this and I keep putting it back. Okay, so air sign, consolidate the thoughts, not all of the deck. We just need a couple. So, why is the hunter coming out again? Okay, the hunter came in last, not for these November sign readings, but hunter was another reading before. He came out, so he's back again with that glare in his eye. Hunter. Interesting. So it sounds like November air signs are still kind of tracking. You guys are still tracking some thoughts, observing your behaviors. It's almost like you are tracking you, if that makes sense. You tracking your own patterns and in what's the word? Idiosyncrasies? Something like that. Oh, this one is just, do you see how that is just popping out? And the elder. Okay. These two archetypes put together, the hunter and the elder, that's feeling like the hunter has wisened up a bit. So I think right now, November, for the air signs, you've been doing this a while, and now you're starting to pick up on your pattern. You're starting to pick up on what it is that you're observing, and now there's a little bit of wisdom that's actually coming from that observation. That's really cool. That means that you're starting to get wise to your own what it is that you're doing to your own self. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? And the elder just kind of laughs and is so amused by this whole process, saying, "Silly little child, why are you doing that?" Hmm. Um, Underneath this, I think it's important. So Hunter says, track down, track, why can't I read this? Track down your fears and desires. And then under the elder, look at what that says. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So this observation, you're tracking some old ancestral patterns that you've been doing a while, and you're ready. You're ready. This I just pulled just in the reading that I did right before doing this one. You're not alone. This month, guys, we are walking with our ancestors. It's clear. It is incredibly clear that having done this exercise of purifying the ancestral lineages and then really releasing all of the ties that have been bogged and knotted, that they're coming back in a way that is wholesome and look at this amused kind face. that's just so gentle and just like what real family could be like, where it really just feels like I've got you. You're not alone. I've got you, but they're not telling you what to do. They're not invasive. They're not in your face. Look at this beautiful, it's like there's a little bit of space in between to allow you to be you. Wow. All right. One more of these and oh wow. Okay. That wow. I love when that this seems to happen when I'm just pulling cards on my own, just to be transparent. When I'm pulling cards on my own, they're not nearly as jumpy as that. Some will slide out, and sometimes, I'll be shuffling for like, a minute or two and get into kind of a rhythm with it with nothing. With you guys, they just like pop like popcorn. It's insane. This one is the seas of Mentaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Okay, so I'm starting to see a little bit of something here. Is that they're all going to fall out because it's too many cards for my tiny little hands. So the hunter, the hunter is observing, and remember, these are all you. So the hunter is observing these ancestral patterns, these codes that you have imprinted into your DNA long, 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 long time ago. And these are also things that you have encoded into yourself from past lives, like eons of time, where you're trying to gain mastery over these patterns. And so what's going on now is that these pieces are starting to bubble up to the surface, and with this rich clarity, like being able to see when you're way up here imagine being in a little boat, you can see all the way down to the very floor of this ocean. It is so clear, so very clear. And so what's going on here is that we are being guided. And you are the one doing this, by the way. This is not like an external force guiding you. This is all coming from within, of seeing these things in which you do over and over and over habitually. And this card is just so beautiful because then it's like reminding you that you're not doing this work by yourself. That first of all, even though this group of us has never met each other face to face, we're all doing this together. And so that we're not doing this alone. And perhaps it does feel like you're in this ocean all by yourself from time to time. But this month specifically, what I'm really feeling is that these ancestors of of love, the ones with the twinkle in their eye, knowing that they want to, you know, just shower you with unconditional love, are there to actually let these different things rise to the top so that you can observe them and see them. So it's like you're being gifted this month specifically with this ability to, while holding the hands of these energetic people who have gifted you with your DNA, like holding their hands, but now they're no longer tangled in you, but you're just holding their hands. You can all look at these things and they can gently tell you like, oh yeah, that that is something that once was at the bottom of the sea and is now up at the top, like bringing the unconscious things to light. So this month, you know, you really could be having new observations. Like you might actually be noticing some very interesting things that you tend to do repeatedly. And with this is like tracking your thoughts again, like repeated thoughts. Like what are those patterns? And do you want to keep those patterns? So let's go ahead and we're going to finish up the reading with I feel like with you guys, this not alone feeling, it makes me want to pull Kuan Yin card. And I'm not sure why, but I'm just gonna go with that because first of all, that feeling came alive for me in the last in what was that reading? I forget. Fire sign. And it feels again very true for this one, for the air sign. So we'll pull Miss Kuan Yin. And I would definitely just go check out the other readings. They're all very important. And honestly, I kind of feel like it doesn't matter whether it's fire, earth, air, whatever. It's just kind of a universal November reading this time. So maybe that's what I do. I start lumping all of these into November reading. Um, yeah, yeah, for real. Sacred Falcon shows the way. So the very first, the water signs. This is coming from the water sign group. Sacred Falcon shows the way. So go take a peek at that one too. We're gonna go ahead and read from the book what this says. But of course, Sacred Falcon shows the way, right? I mean, you can put that together. What's going on? Well, the hunter, the one that is tracking and observing, has this sacred, just imagine, like the Mongolian hunters actually, which is where the artist from this spent lots of time in Mongolia, just in awe of the beauty of this wild countryside. And so watching these hunters fly a falcon to go and observe where to go and how to actually find their next meal. And so just imagine like now you've pulled the hunter, right? And so this hunter out on the cold Mongolian plains with his falcon. So it's not like you're not alone. You've got this companion next to you, gently showing you what's bubbling up to the surface this month. And what the theme of what's bubbling up to the surface are these old ancestral patterns. And your ancestor is gently, lovingly, and very in an amused way with a good sense of humor, pointing them out and standing next to you so that you can laugh about this trait or the tendency, this pattern. Like there's no shame or guilt or any of that. That is what I get from this beautiful, amused man here. So, where did the falcon go? Here we go. So again, this is like channeled from Kuan Yin. My wisdom is embodied in nature. I speak to you through the language of the natural world. You will understand my guidance for you as you trust in your observations of nature. Look for my signs. My language is symbolic, humorous, clear, and loving. I talk to you every day, my divine wild child. Within you are the wild instincts and loving intuitions that can recognize my signs, the presence of my guiding hand. I'm speaking to you. Look, listen, believe. That's basically exactly what I was saying from the elder and the hunter. What a beautiful reading. All of these. November has such beautiful energy, energy of these wise ones with us along the way. That this veil that is thin right now, I feel is it we're inviting these helpers, the helper spirit, to really just be with us as we do this work. Okay, that is a beautiful reading. So I definitely want you to check out the other ones because I feel like it'll tie everything, all of this together in this like nice, beautiful November package. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there, but I hope that your November is full of blessings and wisdom and laughter and so much beauty. So I will see you in the next readings. Okay, bye.